Alright, hello and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple girls and a couple guys get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, have some fun, try and stay alive, and enjoy ourselves. Give me 1 second, I'm just trying to get Baltimore here.
Party to the party.
I don't even have them last time.
But other than that, as you can see, I have the full crew on tonight. Rather than last week, we only had 3 people. BJ, just saying. Anyway, hey man, what's going on? So there we go. Now we got him. So tonight we're gonna have the full crew. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
I thought Ryan was sleeping, you liar.
He's not gonna sleep. Hold on. This is Ryan.
Shade.
Does he even sleep?
Back to my previous text.
I don't know what shade means, but sure.
Salty.
Shady. That means you're being like
shady.
sketchy.
Throwing
Like
shade.
you're
I
going
know what a shade
shade.
is. I can pull it up in the Monsters Handbook.
Like think about it. You visualize shade.
My
Like you're
kinda
putting
joke.
some darkness on my light. You know, like
All right.
unnecessarily.
Raining
Right?
on the parade.
Zach.
So
Zach knows what I'm talking about.
It's been kind of a little minute since I think we've had everybody in house.
Yeah,
So what I like to
forever.
do is just kind of go over back, just say your name, who you're playing, what your character is, and that's it. Just your name, your character, what you play, anything, little blurbs. We'll start with people online. We'll start with Ryan and Emerald. Whoever would like to go first, take the reins.
What are we supposed to say?
Your name,
Gosh.
Who we're playing, and then what else?
your class, and a little blurb if you want.
One
little blurb.
unique fact about you.
Name is Ryan. I play Baltimore.
Yeah.
Class is cleric.
Bisexual.
What up?
Nice.
Charles.
Wait, hold on, BJ. Let's give it up for Ryan for that great description.
Rooted. I don't know what he just said. Yeah, looking forward to
Spoken like classic Emerald.
maybe facing these goblins.
Yeah, don't know
Get
what.
to that point.
What do you say?
We'll see.
Where are we at? Cool. Well, Cody?
Me? Okay, I was going to start with the new people.
Meh. No.
Everybody knows me at this point. My name's Cody. I'm Rahun. I'm a drunk. I sent away my own wife for some reason, and I have a lot of problems and a lot of baggage. Oh, and I'm going crazy right now, currently in the game with Ruby Madness. So.
I'm Kayla. I'm Cass. I'm an Elven Ranger. I also have an owl named Corvus. And,
Where is he again?
Yeah.
He's flying again, right? He's sending another message or something?
no,
Baltimore's
he-
message.
Yeah,
messages.
message.
I am Atreya. I'm a paladin, half elf, and right now my family has like a whole bunch of issues going on, and I'm trying to figure them out. So, fun stuff.
Yeah. I'm Zach. I'm a Tabaxi rogue with a fun Russian accent that I'll get into later. His name is Drezkai Ravencroft, and he's relatively new to this whole charade, so he's just ready to be dragged along to whatever shenanigans they get into.
Y'all are trying to get shenanigans.
I'm Farah, and I'm a Fire Genasi sorcerer, and I have a sweet little country accent, and I go wherever the wind blows.
Dude, best player in the game for sure.
Yeah.
Best
She's
player
so
in the
cool.
game for sure.
She's so
MVP.
cool.
All right. So, to kind of take it into this week. So, last week, we took a little sidetrack as some of the players decided to go goblin hunting out in the woods. They went out, found a little scouting party, decided to engage. They found out very quickly that actually some of the goblins, some have runes that go up their body and explode upon death. With making this commotion, Cody Rahun still holding on to the gems of Atreya's family, not knowing what they do nor possess, have started to develop a sort of madness to these rubies. Being very paranoid, making a lot of noise, they were tracked down by another creature, one that was bigger, stronger, knew how to fly. All 3 of them did combat, as Cass dealing a quite devastating blow to one of the wings, clipping it off, bringing it down to the ground. In the flight or fight response, it decided to run. Though none gave chase,
I did. And then
and then you didn't continue,
Yeah, but there was a
and then you
technicality.
didn't continue.
My Ruby Madness kicked in, I heard loot, and I immediately, again, thought, my rubies are over there, so I stopped chasing it.
Stop chasing,
Stop cured.
and it got away. Upon returning back, Cass and oh my gosh, Baltimore had a conversation as Rahun was figuring out a place to figure out where to put his gems as he came across more gems and pulled as much as he possibly could. Now, running around the town with a whole bunch of gems in
Go
his
big or
hands.
go home.
However, we're going to go back to where we left off with you three. You two first. I'm actually, you guys left at night, running into the forest. You, not really knowing what to do, not that you were scared or anything in any shape or way, or felt that somebody was after you, but just wanted to get alone time. Just you. As you ran into the woods, you noticed that there was a fire genasi following you,
Yeah.
the one that's kind of been by your side ever since you kind of started in this little town. You guys are free to interact at night if you wish.
What is it you want from me?
I just didn't know where you were going, and I like you more than the rest of those.
Well, I just need some time to think about these precious rubies here. Why don't you leave me alone?
I'm not interested in your rubies. I need something to do. I don't really know what to do with myself.
It sounds like something somebody who does want my rubies would say.
Okay, what's something that someone who doesn't want your rubies at all would say?
I think there is nothing that person would say. For I believe everyone wants my rubies. Stay away from me. And I want to rapidly climb a tree. The nearest one to it.
Okay. So you just see this, the tabaxi just like pitchers out and he just starts climbing up.
I'll just camp out right below the tree.
Just camp out right below. Sure. Time progresses as you guys eventually let sleep take you, unless you want to do something else.
Yeah, I think I just like tie the rubies up in a pouch and then tie that pouch in a pouch and then I tie it to myself and then I look at it and I fall asleep just like staring at the pouch.
Very well.
Something like that.
Now you only have the rubies, as far as my notes go, correct?
Yeah, I don't have any other type of gem.
You are able to fall asleep.
Oh, thank goodness.
You both fall. You
Way to
fall
go,
asleep
okay.
underneath the tree. Nothing happens.
Cool.
You guys wake up to dawn crusting. You over the trees. You kind of peering through the trees. As you kind of get ready for the day. You.
How do I feel about these rubies now?
You feel less pressured. You feel a little bit better.
Good.
But currently.
Okay. Yeah.
As time kind of goes by, all of a sudden you hear just loud explosions. You hear a little bit of chatter, kind of coming in one direction, but you know it's more toward the battlements. So you of where all of the goblins seem to be coming from. Maybe not something that you want to be going in that direction, but you both hear it nonetheless.
I think I look down and give you that look of like, do you hear that?
Yeah, and I look right up at him and I go, "Did you hear that?"
I was just thinking that to myself. I believe that. Well, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's probably those little goblins.
Are we prepared to be taking on a horde?
I don't know, but I'm prepared to run if we're not.
All right. Can you climb up here?
Probably not.
Fine. I want to just toss down a rope to her.
Sure.
Can I yank her up?
Sure.
Pretty easily.
As you're pulling her up, go ahead and make a strength check and make a perception check. For you, I want you to make a strength check to make sure that you're holding onto the rope.
Athletics.
Athletics
or-
is fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's just a 10 for athletics.
Cool.
14?
14. Okay.
But for perception, I got myself a 17.
17. So you're holding on pretty tightly. You're like gripping up, and then as you're like looking up, you see a massive creature just come above the tree line, and you're just like, oh.
I think I just
and
let
then you're
go.
like still holding on. You're like you let go a little bit, but you still kind of hold it down.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no. You still pull her up.
Okay. With that perception check of 17, can I see if there's like arrows being fired at it or magic?
It's pretty far out. You wouldn't be able to see a small arrow being like thrown, like shot across.
Okay.
Not at your current distance, anyway.
All right. I want to finish pulling her up if I
Sure.
can.
So you're up.
Just whisper like,
Could be it.
it is a lot worse than I imagined. There is something very big, very large and dangerous.
And
I think I'm
as
super awkward in a tree.
yeah, you're just like trying to like holding onto the trunk. You trying to like look at his gaze is like you're trying to like look into the distance. You do see another creature, winged beast, blackened wings, just flapping. But as you go to look, all of a sudden you notice that one of its wings gets clipped off, and it just goes to shudder as it kind of just makes its way back down to the ground.
Is that our side or their side?
I do believe that our friends are fighting that thing, and although I don't enjoy running towards giant scary beasts, perhaps in this case it might be a good idea. And I just start leaping like Naruto, just like across the limbs.
Go ahead and make 3 acrobatics checks for me.
Oh, happily.
And as he just starts jumping
I'm
from
gonna
tree
get
to tree.
gingerly down and follow on the ground because
Okay.
that is not my forte.
Okay.
And I've never done that before, so I don't
Make
see
an
any
acrobatics
reason.
check to get
10,
down.
11, and 22.
10, 11, and 22.
Okay,
Yeah.
that landed on the napkin and it was sideways.
Okay.
Okay, that's an 11 to
Oh.
get down.
Okay. Yeah, you
Am I
successfully
okay?
get down.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna like try to stay under him and
Sure.
run through.
Just
on
by
the
chance,
ground
did
level.
anybody grab the rope?
Oh, I mean, I pulled her up with the rope. It was wrapped on.
you
It was
put it back.
attached to me
Okay,
still. Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't just leave. I wouldn't pull her up and then drop it.
Just
Hey,
double
some
checking.
things
that
happen and you
anymore.
have to leave
Oh,
stuff
fair point.
behind in the trees, okay?
I
Salty and not my tar.
She knows from experience. So,
I will
Things happen.
Happily hold on to my 50 feet of hempen rope.
so you guys start moving your way toward that area. As you finally get to this area, you definitely see that the battle from the area that it's supposed to be in looks in this general direction, but it's no longer here. You definitely see charred bodies, what look to be just explosions of a little campsite, of like little bits of goblin ear and goblin skin just scattered across the floor.
Heartening.
I believe this is in your, how you say, wheelhouse? Can you see if maybe the fighters went somewhere? Did they leave tracks?
Maybe.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Survival.
What? They just
16.
don't hear me screaming.
16. You see 2 sets of tracks. You see one that kind of leads toward, like the goblin battlements from where you know them to be, in that general direction. But it's mainly just brush, just something big went through that area. Another set of tracks looks like a set of 3 or 4 humanoid figures that kind of lead back toward the actual town.
So a couple little guys went to town and one big guy went that way.
I believe if this is where they split up, then we should follow the little ones. Unless you would like to track down the beast.
I don't care either way. Little one sounds fine. Let's do it. And I start running.
Alright, so you guys start heading back to town. Back to us 3, the ones that were back in town. You are also coming up. You wake up. You enjoyed your night. Woke up a little late. As you open the door to see Atreya, or you see Cass and Baltimore walking side by side, looks to be in some kind of manner of conversation, as Rahun holding a bunch of gems, emeralds, sapphires, just a big pile, just runs across the back of them, just screaming out,
My rubies! Get away from me! These are my rubies! I go back to my
So-
water spot.
I go up to Baltimore and Cass and be like, what has been going on? I was just sleeping. Have you guys been up all night?
Well, we just got back from goblin hunting.
Do I see her?
My gosh, you guys could have woke me up for that.
I run up to Atreya. Trey, this is your house. This is your home, right? I need to find a place to store these rubies. You gotta help me out, please. Please, do I feel like she's gonna steal my rubies? No? Awesome. Please, come on. Everybody here wants them, and they can't have them.
Okay, Rahun, I'll help you. I'll help you out. Okay. And so I look at Cass and be like, something is not right. And I want to do that as quietly and as.
Now she wants your rubies. As she does that quietly.
Oh my gosh! Of course, he's not gonna see it. No, I want to do it so he doesn't see it.
Make a stealth check. Make a perception check.
There we go. That's the whole point. I'm not gonna openly
Voldemort,
do
did
it.
you want to say
Advantage
anything? I
because
know
I'm
you're on
exhausted,
Skype. I just want to make sure you
Whole
have
point
a.
of this game.
I want to do it so he
You
doesn't
get
see
your
it.
way if you roll well enough.
Hold on. What am I rolling?
Stealth. Stealth. Yeah.
Stealth. 15.
Is that a nod? No. Is that what I'm hearing saying?
No, I'm not really saying anything because Rahun just kind of stumbles up with these gems.
Gotcha. What'd you get?
15. Not bad.
I got a 14.
14.
Sucker.
You hear something. You're not really sure what it is.
Okay. All right, Rahun. Let's go back to Let's go back to the mill. Let's go back to the water mill.
Well, actually, quick question, DM. Do I get disadvantage on perception because of my exhaustion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's any
Any skill
any
checks?
ability check.
Okay. Alright, then yeah.
Emerald, as you're kind of flying around the town, you were just kind of grabbing some more info, just double checking, making sure, watching the perimeter. You begin to see that your compadres all kind of start to get together and form up as you see Rahun come with a bunch of shiny stuff.
I'm not standing still either. I'm constantly just like keep walking, like kind of around the group.
Pacing.
Are all the gems like my family's gems? Or
Oh
they're-
yeah.
Okay.
And it's a handful of like mostly
More
of
than what I saw him take before, because he asked
Yeah,
me before.
it's a
I saw what
majority-
he
it's a
took.
He looked at
Majority-
you and he just kind of took like a little handful from each.
Yeah.
Now he literally has like
Okay.
a pile of
armfuls
gems,
of
Oh
just
my
all
like gems
different.
falling
Like,
down.
oh
Yeah,
my
literally.
God.
As she's like trying
all
to pick them
different-
up and like
Ripping
grab
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
gems.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're a
So
hot
I'm
mess.
gonna,
You're a
I'm
hot
gonna
mess.
swoop
It's all
down,
different ones too.
kinda
It's
Yeah.
not just
sit
majority
on
rubies,
shoulder.
but not just.
Okay.
Okay.
You get a bird that just kind of perches on your shoulder.
Get out of here, pigeon!
Rahim, that's
So
probably
I'm gonna try to
Emerald.
grab one of the stones with my claws and fly
Oh,
away.
I definitely grabbed that bird.
Uh,
I'll drop some rubies at this point and grab that bird if I see it going for it.
Make a dexterity check
Okay.
and a dexterity saving throw. We'll say saving throw.
Okay.
Dexterity.
So I look over at Cass. I'm saying, what are we gonna do with this?
I don't know about the movies, but are
18.
they your families?
Yeah, it was earlier when we were at the
21.
mill.
Disadvantage?
We took some of
Yeah,
them.
because I rolled a 15 and then
Yeah,
I
it
rolled a
looks like
19
there's
and
a
then
lot
15
more,
plus
and he
6,
was
21.
acting
Alright.
totally crazy last night.
You are now grappled by this massive hand of Rahun, and he's
So I'm
beginning.
gonna turn back into
Oh, I
my
definitely
house
squeeze.
agent.
Yeah.
I definitely squeeze.
As you go to squeeze, Emerald just pops up, and now you're holding his arm.
Excuse me.
In my Ruby Madness state, am I able to comprehend he was just a bird and wanted
Yes.
to steal my rubies? I punch him in the face.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to obviously not get hit in the face.
Okay.
You try.
So,
Natural 1.
oh,
You go to do that, and you just drop everything in your hand. You're just like,
oh my gosh. Okay, so seeing all this, Rahim, it's okay. Like, we'll help you. You can get all the rubies. It's fine.
Do you touch me?
No, I don't touch
Okay.
it. I learned from last night.
It would have been like
What's the problem
rabid
now?
dogs
Do
with
you have a
rabies
demon?
kind
Has
of
he been
like I would have
drinking
like
again?
snapped at you.
What's the issue?
I'm just scattering on the ground.
I don't
just
know.
trying to
He's been
Have my rubies. I
worried
need my jewels.
about all of these jewels.
You
Like, he was
two
like this last night.
entering the town.
Rahim,
You see
Do
this.
you
man.
want-
Don't touch
help?
me. Don't touch me. Don't touch my jewels. Anybody comes near me, I'll fucking kill them.
so,
Oh.
Cass, do you have the bag of holding?
I'm assuming Ruby
I
Madness
do.
is full grip now. at this
And
point.
I'm gonna whisper to Cass. I'm gonna try to be stealthy and not have Rahun see me again. He's on the ground, like, just grabbing rubies, so I'm gonna
Okay.
try to be kind of behind him so it'll be easier for him not to see me.
What are you trying to do?
She's trying to steal my rubies in front of me.
I'm not near your rubies. I'm in the back. I'm next to Cass.
okay. What
I'm
are
not
you
trying to grab the rubies.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to whisper to Cass again.
Oh, okay. So just stealth and
So-
perception.
Okay. 16.
13.
You're focused on rubies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Focus on rubies. I think that we should get some rope and tie Ryan up. I think he might be getting possessed again or something because he's not
I think
acting
it
like
has
himself.
something to do with the jewels.
Maybe. This is how he was last night. Yeah, that's all he keeps talking about. And he has a lot more than he did yesterday, and he's 10 times crazier than he was
I
yesterday.
know, he's not going to be able
At
to
this
focus
point-
on
He's threatening to
anything
kill.
until-
Whatever I can grab, I'm running back to my water hole.
Okay.
Alright, so I say we tie.
Do we have any like, potions we can knock him out with? Atreya, also, we really need to talk about everything that's going on in this
This
town.
is the best.
We need to know everything that you know
Yeah.
Okay.
about the trade
You
routes
guys
and
see
the
the
tunnels and
tabaxi and
taverns.
the genocide
Okay,
all of a
well,
sudden
let's-
just kind of come up on you guys.
Let's get Rahun taken care of first.
What is the matter with your tiny pink friend?
Seems to be a little more erratic than usual.
We don't know
No.
what's going on. We think something's wrong.
You saw him run across. You're like, tell me, good. You saw him run across, and you can't help but notice the rubies that are falling from his
Oh, no.
like graph.
I'm gonna cast
And as you,
Driving
even as you
down
come
into
as
that.
you as you even come up to this pile of like gems, you're like slow.
trail
You're
of
just
it.
like, oh yeah, you know, talking and like picking up one or two.
Oh no. Yeah. So I'm like. playing with
Actually,
some
why
of my
don't you make a
fingers.
charisma saving throw?
Please.
Let's see if you can resist.
Okay. I want to cast detect magic
Just in general, or
because I want to look at on Rahun and his pile of gems. 'Cause
oh,
when
like
Cass-
as he's running.
Yeah.
As he's
Oh,
running. Right?
When
At this
Cass
point,
is
I'm
like,
behind,
maybe it's
like,
the jewels. Like I want to see if it is the jewels by trying to detect
You see
magic
the jewels are lit up.
lit up.
11.
11.
Yeah.
DC is
Something
12 for
magic.
the jewels.
Okay.
So
At this-
you just pick
I
up
don't know
you
what it
pick
is,
up
but something's wrong with the gems. So whatever you do, don't pick them up. And as I see that, am I seeing him
pick up a
pick up?
sapphire.
I'm
Oh,
seeing him
no.
pick up the
Yeah.
jewels.
I'm going door to
I'm
door.
picking up some jewels and I say, I can understand why Rahun would be so interested in these. They are quite shiny.
All right, two
I'm going
sets of
door to
I'm
row.
like
door.
stuffing them.
Yeah. All of a sudden he starts like
Two,
the
I'm like
tabaxi.
2 sets of row.
I'm going door to door of that little like small apartment complex, like housing complex. And I'm gonna knock on every single door, like still holding them and stuff. And whoever answers, all I'm saying to them is like, I'm gonna try and push them aside and be like, I need to hide my jewels.
Believe it or not, there's no one home.
Yes!
With natural one,
Oh,
you're just like going up. You're like,
No answer.
People are scared.
I check some doors to see if some are locked or not. Wow, there's like jewels all trailing wherever I
Yeah.
go too.
And Joe's apparently.
one is open.
One is
you
open.
get down. You're like,
Swing it open. What do I see inside?
you see just an empty room. Bed,
Yes.
dresser in the corner.
Oh, I start going crazy in the room. Like
You
I
just
start
start putting
moving
stuff-
The
you just start-
dressers, start opening up things, putting rubies here and there, putting other jewels here and there, and then I'm like, no, they're not good. I'm gonna start moving them all around. And I destroy this room,
Okay.
trying to find a place to hide them.
Destroy this.
Okay.
I will start
Um,
literally ripping up board pieces.
Emerald.
Make a strength check.
Yeah.
Emerald. I think there's some sort of magic on these gems. I think we need to
Oh,
tie.
absolutely, no doubt.
So I think we need to tie up Rahun and Drez maybe and get them away from the jewels. Let them detox or something.
They're talking about tying you up. Why?
Hey, listen, the only magic in these gems is how beautiful they are. Do not speak badly about them.
There's magic in them. If you have any in your pockets, you need to put them down. We don't know what it is, but they could be cursed.
I think if we can find something that's equally as shiny and less magical, Drez would still be pretty happy.
Well, first of all, hold on. Where did these come from?
They're the ones from my family's mill. They're all the gems that are in the water mill.
What did they need these for?
I don't know. There's so much I
How
don't.
did he get a hold of them?
Because he took them when we got out. He looked at me and I said, sure, just take a few. But he has way more
I'm
than he
throwing
took
things out
earlier.
of the
He's
room
got
now.
every
Are
shade.
those all of the jewels?
No,
Right.
there's still plenty more.
They're in barrels.
Oh. Wow.
I should have just picked up the barrel.
You,
Oh,
you have to roll like a nat 20.
that would have been great.
Lesser restoration, please.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
around for another shiny thing that's not
Restoration
one of
is
these.
in
Maybe just a
one
different shiny
disease or
rock
one
that
condition.
I can try
Do I throw any
Okay,
shiny stuff out the
to
room?
trade.
what's Drez doing?
Make
You're just playing.
investigation check.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to try something, and I'm trying to be stealthy about it because I just want to touch. Well, I can cast it. No, I have to touch. I want to do lesser restoration and to end because it can cure or end one's disease or condition. As far as condition, I don't know. It's poisoned, kind of, so can.
You being you knowing the nature of like different diseases and statuses, you know that he doesn't meet any of the requirements for lesser restoration.
Okay. Okay.
As you're looking around, you notice that you do actually find what looks to be a variety of rings that some of the townspeople are wearing. They're very, very unique, and they all are very, very similar, but they're very shiny, and they all have like gems kind of pictured around.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna bring him to our tray and be like, "Hey, can you make sure that these are safe before I go give them in?"
Well, they're on townspeople.
Oh, they're on the
Yeah,
people.
they're
I thought
on
you meant
the
I just
people.
found the rings.
No.
Oh, okay. That would be fun for him to do. So I'm just gonna go up to him and be like, "Hey, Drez, guess what I just caught my eye on?"
If it is not
Well,
these
once he
these
does
gems,
that,
I do
I'm
not
gonna
care.
walk
No.
up to one of the townspeople and ask them about the ring.
You don't see it.
It's some real shiny rings.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling Drezkai about them right now. Like, some really shiny rings.
I care not for these foolish rings in stupid circles. I want gems. They are
They're
so
very
rough
shiny.
and organic.
Okay.
And organic.
Alright.
As you
Hits
guys are
in
talking,
the
all of a sudden you just hear as you just see like a bed go out
Yes.
the front door,
Perfect.
All right, you guys, we need to go take care of Rahim.
and then behind it a mirror, and it just shatters
Okay.
across the
So
whole.
get the
Nightstand.
rope
evolve
out cast.
pandemonium. I go to my room and I go to sleep.
Can you go get the rope?
Well, you see Baltimore just start to leave.
Baltimore, where are you going? We need your help.
We fought exploding goblins, a demon. I have no spell slots. I have low life. I'm going to go rest.
Fine.
Ah,
Emerald, are you
more
gonna come
gems
help?
for me.
Might as well.
All right, so let's go get
So
that
as
rope.
we're like walking up there, I'm pulling the rope out of our bag of holding and like tying it together because I have two of them.
Okay.
Okay. So we need someone to be the distraction and someone to try to come in behind him to.
Oh, I'm
Take him
great at
down.
distractions.
As they leave, you stay behind. You want to pick up a couple more gems.
Yes.
I have a lot of space to put the gems.
Let's get one crazy taken care of first.
Not being satisfied with finding any place to hide my jewels and gems, I come out of the room. Do I see what's backseat picking up my gems and stuff that I drop here and there?
Oh, you come out?
If he,
Like, I
don't
come
want
out
him,
of the room because I
if-
know I'm not going to find anything
if we're in
satisfactory to
there-
hide my gems.
I don't want him to come out. So if I see him trying to open the door,
Well, you guys were.
Oh, the
coming
door's
back.
wide open.
Yeah.
oh. So how far are we? Because we're on our way.
Let's say if Ridey's about to get through the door.
Okay.
I say
Alright.
we attempt to shut the door.
Make a perception check.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna run and tackle him.
Hey, Juan.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go straight and tackle him. If he's coming out, I want to try to get him in there.
What was that?
16.
What?
Can I see all of the jewels from where I'm at?
Yeah, you're right there.
16.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't know if he moved to some house or whatever.
I have a
No, there's some on the floor, but he took some of them into the building.
Okay, can I go to where those are and cast the spell magic on them?
He's strong.
You can't do it on all of them, but you can do it on like a little area. Like you pick up like 4 or 5 gems and you do dispel magic.
I feel like that'd be a waste. Is there like a majority that he's holding?
There's a lot.
16 on my perception check if I see
Well, I'll just
these
try to
two
cast
picking up my
person
gems.
on Rahun instead.
Okay, well you got to get over to Rahun then. So you
Okay.
see him come to the door. You go and tackle him, right? Make an
Yeah.
athletics check
Okay.
or an attack. Make an attack roll.
My attack roll?
Yeah, just roll d20 and then add your strength.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I tackle your
Um,
ass
I'm
down,
gonna use my
man.
boots paste.
You're
you're
focusing on
focusing
them,
on looking
them
at
taking
that.
your
I know, but I would
jewels.
still use my boots of haste, seeing them pick up, even without seeing her. Use my boots of haste to go run them down for picking up my
I'm a
boots.
natural 20 though, so I'm just gonna.
I mean, that's fine. So you click your boots of haste, and you're about to bolt, and then all of a sudden you just feel plate metal, as you just get taken down, and you're like, holy shit.
And as that's happening, I'm going for the door. To like.
And I'm gonna yell,
You
Cass,
you
get
take
the
a
rope.
One point of bludgeoning damage.
I'm yelling at Cass, bring the rope.
And you're right behind her, so
Right, I got it.
all of a sudden you have a tray on you, holding like just grabbing you down.
Yeah.
And I'm
then-
like starting to wrap the rope around him.
Make a survival check.
Okay, you got it.
You want to do anything?
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm definitely gonna go into a rage,
Sure.
Crap.
and I'm going to, while she's trying to wrap me around while my arms are kind of extended like this, and now it's already gonna be a looser thing and not fully around my body to begin with.
I think she's going around your legs, she said.
Going on my legs,
Yeah, because she's smart.
I don't know, where do you go?
because she just said she started tying me up.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
specify.
So
Well, I would think though, because of her training, she would go for the legs first. Like
And I
that's
also-
Well, also that
Like,
would make
that's a-
sense if the
that's a
tray
thing.
knocked you down, and the closest thing I'm to is
because
your
like
feet walking
her,
out the
yeah,
door.
because
that's
she's
fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll
I can't
drop all the
full-person.
rubies in my rage. I'll take out my double-sided axe, and I just go straight for the nearest person I can, which is Atreya.
yeah, Trey.
So okay, but if I'm on
I
top
rolled
of
a
him and
19
tackled him,
also.
he,
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm trying to hold you down, like
Yeah,
I'm
I
on top
know.
of you. So you're trying to get free and grab the axe
Is
and
he
attack me.
prone? I think that's
Okay.
the question. Can he attack or is he prone?
No, he's prone, which he can still attack, but it's disadvantage.
It just means it
Okay.
means
Oh,
you guys have advantage
you
on
couldn't
me.
attack till
No, you guys just have advantage on
Super
me
fine.
because I'm on
Well, that's what
the
she
ground.
has.
Just a
Which way?
But I
So-
think Emerald's gonna cast a
Yes,
spell.
Izzy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast hold person on Rahul.
Is he even there yet?
Thank you.
We're like
No.
in the room.
It's
Well,
a- it's
and
a-
I thought this was all
He was-
like right outside
I
the
rolled-
room. And
yeah,
right
Well,
he
I
was
was at the
behind
room.
us.
So,
He tackled
so
me in.
where everybody
We
was at,
started
he was like
walking.
in the middle of the town when everybody was doing that, and then he ran over to the apartments and started looking at the apartments. So then you guys went over here, and as you guys were coming out, you two were over here looking at. He was looking at the gems to think about dispelling them, and you were picking up a
Oh
couple.
yeah, that's right.
and
Emerald
then
wasn't
he got
up with us
tackled,
yet.
and that's when Emerald was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go over there."
Yeah.
So there's one full round before Emerald gets there.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Well,
Well, I rolled a 19.
are we gonna go into initiative right now?
Yes, we are.
Yes. Should
She
I
rolled-
get disadvantage on my initiative rolls?
no.
Right? Perfect. 19 for me.
Oh crap, we're rolling for
Initiative.
10.
How'd you thing?
Oh.
14.
14.
So 10, 14, 19. Emerald.
Oh, am I there?
Well,
I'm asking you what the initiative. What's your initiative roll?
for the next round that you're gonna be here.
If I shoot
13.
13. All right. So you go first.
Awesome.
You care for
So
that?
this is your attacking round, right? Because you're attacking her.
You're attacking me.
We never
'cause you
rolled
said
for
whoever's
that.
closest.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know whether or not. I was gonna just go use my bonus action immediately first, go into a frenzied rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do whatever I can, I guess. Is she like literally on top of me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use one of my attacks, or I guess is it using one of my attacks to literally shove her
Using
off
an
me?
action to try and push her off.
Okay. I'll do that then.
All right. Make a strength check. Because you have advantage,
It
but
would be
because
just a straight roll, right?
your straight roll. You're gonna make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. So what's that? 14.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. So you go to get on, and you actually like throw your hand, and it ends up like getting behind you or on your back, and she's got you more pinned.
Okay, cool.
Rahoon, I'm just trying to help you.
Shut up. I'll just take the rest of my attacks, and just even in that one thing, just with my one axe, I'll just start hacking.
So you have 3 attack.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So you get for trying to help Ryan.
As his other hand just starts wailing wildly.
I don't have anything to hold.
All right, I need to move some stuff because it keeps getting hit. Okay. First one. You know what? Let's make them reckless too, because they already have advantage on me anyway. So I'm gonna make them reckless.
Good idea.
Got the same exact roll on that first one.
Well, they're all in the room, so right now I was just trying to tie them up.
Never specified on my double axe if it's a 1d or if it's a like still my +8, right? Is it still a +8?
No.
My small hand axe. I'm not proficient in it. My double axe.
You should be.
Okay, so then it is +8, right?
No, I'm talking about it's not enlarging though.
No, I'm using the double axe.
Oh,
Two-sided
yeah, that's
axe,
fine.
not
Yeah, you're
the
good.
large.
Yeah,
I
you're
know that
solid.
one's not. I
Yeah,
should
you're
use
solid.
that today. So, okay, cool. So I want to make sure. Then 15.
What's your HP at?
I'm at 27.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm still good, man. He spent all his magic making sure I was alive still.
yeah, sounds good.
And I had a couple healing potions too. So
Sure.
the first one probably didn't hit. Okay, the second one's gonna hit. It's gonna be a 25.
I have 17. Yeah, it hits me. Yeah.
Okay. Last one. It's gonna be 20, not natural.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool.
Both those last two.
So, the first one hitting is a 1d6. $14, but then the next one is a 1d8. $16 points of damage.
So it's 30.
Yep. So as he just kind of comes around spinning wildly, he literally just starts hacking into your back. And you feel the blade just cut, and you feel the blood starting to stream down your chainmail.
And
Or split mail, I think it is.
that
I have
will be the end of my turn.
ring mail.
Oh, I was right now. Alright, next up, I think it's you, right?
Yeah.
With 14, and then it goes Emerald, and then it goes Cass.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay?
The spell type bonus. Okay, so
That's good.
1d8.
Now, me being on top of her, and she literally touching
Well, she's
me.
on top of you.
Yeah, I know. Literally her being on top of me, and she's touching me. Do I get any of the effects from her healing?
No.
No? Even if it's a healing word? Or
It says heal
Healing.
1d8 plus spell attack bonus. So
Just saying.
13.
13, so you gain 13.
What was actually
minus
Can I use a reaction to try to disrupt that? Because I haven't used the reaction.
I hate doing that. Yeah. So that's 22.
I'm gonna say for the nature of where you're at, I'm gonna say
Just
no.
headbutt
No.
Just can't headbutt her in the face.
Just for the nature of no, because that would be an attack.
Well, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
trying to do damage. I'm just
I
trying to
understand.
disrupt.
That.
Okay.
Just for
All
the
right.
nature of where you're
So is his legs tied up yet?
at.
Oh,
It's
no,
not her
not yet.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
Damn it.
best believe I'm still flailing, kicking.
God, I
everything at this
know.
point, too.
I guess because I don't want to attack him. This sucks.
Oh, do it, please. Knock me out. want to
Okay.
go to
All right.
sleep.
So I want. Yeah.
Dude, I'm serious.
So
need to get rid
basically,
of that
so I did. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to hit him with the handle of my sword that I have on my back
The
So
button
to
not
use
chained now.
just to bun him. I
No,
don't
she's
know.
she's still on you. Yeah.
Okay, but she's not like actually pinning me
I
down.
mean, she's
though.
considered prone too, so
Yeah,
she
yeah,
has
but she's not.
disadvantage on it.
Oh, then I should.
Okay, so I'm going to. All right, roll.
To-
And you have advantage on all these attacks.
well,
Advantage on all
she's
these.
prone too, so it would negate. So it's just a regular roll.
Well, yeah, but because my reckless, she gets that extra advantage already. And
Yeah, but
plus
because she's prone, she already gets disadvantage.
Okay, I'm just trying to help her out. But
And
alright,
they don't stack, so it's not like you can do like.
Well, yeah, I figured, but I was like, there's already something that canceled them out, both being on.
So
prone, but
mine
me
is just
being-
regular?
doing
Just
my
regular.
reckless.
Okay, so when I'm grabbing my rapier to hit him, I'm not trying to use the blade. So how does
Yeah,
that work?
using the
Just
blunt
strength-
end, right?
The blunt end. So
Yeah.
am I rolling to strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
Roll damage. Roll. It's
20s
it's
today.
gonna be a d6.
It's
Yeah.
one. It's 1d8.
Yeah, but because you're using a blend. It's
Oh,
the
so
6.
1d6 then.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3, and then it says plus attack bonus, so it's gonna be 10.
Okay, plus another 3 because you double on a
So
on a
it's
crit.
6.
Oh, I
it's
get double.
6 plus
You
10.
you double your die that you roll.
Oh, okay. So if it was 3, then it's 6 plus 7.
So with 13.
13.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just get him right in the eye. As
Half
like,
damage.
You just.
So
Okay,
six.
so-
Oh, it'd be 6. Yeah.
So I did my bonus action for cure wounds, and I get 2 actions. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. I want to hit him
Okay.
again.
Yeah, 20.
I know, but I already rolled it twice with that one, so I'll have
Half
to
damage
switch
on
up.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
11 plus. Okay, so just 12 on that one.
12. I don't think that hits.
12? No.
Yeah. So you go to hit him, and he just like sees it. He's like, "Ugh," and you just hit the ground real quick. Chink.
I spit some blood in her face.
All right. Is that? Oh,
Yeah, I just got the bonus, and
Alright.
then, and so for so my movement, I'm just gonna try to position myself to further like pin his down because he's got the one behind his back, so I want to try to get the other arm.
okay.
Pinned
I'll
down
say you.
too.
So you're just moving yourself to try and
Yeah,
just stay
yeah,
in that
that's it.
position.
At
Yeah.
this point, is he physically holding any more rubies in his hands?
No, he said he dropped them.
No, yeah, I definitely, like, as you started attacking me, to me, it's a clear sign you're trying to take him, so I'm doing that.
Emerald, what are you doing? So you get to the door, you see this fray happening on the ground.
I'm casting Old Person on Rana.
Go ahead. What is it? Charisma saving throw?
I actually have that card, so I can look that up.
Must succeed on a wisdom. Yeah, wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving throw. What's your DC?
Mine is AC or DC?
DC.
ACDC.
Yeah, but he's still
What's the DC?
Can we make it 10?
17.
17.
We just make it a base 10 since he doesn't know. Okay.
No. All right. So you just get frozen.
No, it's not a charm spell, right?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, because it's a charm spell. Can't be charm.
So is that all you're doing?
So I'm gonna say to them, hurry up because this only lasts a minute. Do whatever you're gonna do.
So
That's
you.
10 rounds.
That's 10 rounds.
That's
so
10 rounds. They're good.
Oh, okay.
So
alright, we're good.
you're able to go ahead and start wrapping. You see he's just frozen.
Yeah,
in
I
this
wrap up
place.
his arms.
Make a
Okay.
survival check.
Can I
With
just
it-
like now that he's frozen? Can I just sneakily sneak around and grab the gems around the area?
Sure.
Since
Oh
I'm obsessed.
yeah, like he starts coming in, and you're just like go like this, like you're just frozen,
My
and all of
eyes
a
are
sudden
just
you just see
twitching really
you just
fast.
you just see a paw just kind of like step right in front of your eyes, as all of a sudden he just like picks up and he just goes. What do you get with advantage?
Okay,
If it's still affecting me, I
Wait,
have to like
wait.
Survival with
Really
advantage.
out.
mad, yeah.
survival with advantage. It's a saving throw, right?
No, regular
Wait.
check.
What? Oh, 19.
Okay,
Um,
you get him nice and tugged, tighten it up there.
and then I throw a punch, attempt to knock him out.
Sure.
What is that?
I'll say you have advantage.
Yeah,
Just
he's
make an attack roll
being
until my
held
target
down.
points hit 0.
26.
26, 20 hits.
26 hits, yeah.
Alright, so
Oh wait, are you using your bow? Oh no, you're using
She
your
said she
fist,
threw a
right?
punch, yeah.
So it's gonna be strength, not your dexterity.
It's still gonna hit regardless. She got a natural 19.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you're good. So go ahead and do it's 1d4. And then add your strength.
Hold person, do I still take half damage?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sweet.
Yeah, till the end of your next turn when you go out of rage.
Yeah.
No, because if I get hit, it keeps me in rage.
8.
Yeah.
If I get
He's
hit,
gonna be
for
in
a
rage.
minute.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, for a whole minute.
Forgot about
What'd
that.
you get?
8.
8. So you do 8 damage. So you just kind of deck him.
Four.
You just go, "Eesh," and he's like.
That's fucking.
I'm
that's
still conscious though.
Alright, so he's there. He's,
Maybe have a broken nose.
He's as he's like frozen, tied up. You see the tabaxi just going
This
around.
is
You just
worse
kind of
than
picking
the,
up, and just kind of placing them in the pockets.
This is
and
worse
stuff.
than being at the soaring.
So is
soaring
Farrah
griffin
is
right now.
Sarah around? Farrah around?
Yeah,
Fair.
she's like right behind you, like at the door. She's
Farrah.
like,
I was just being a distraction. What's up? What you need?
We need to not let Drez collect all these rubies.
Oh, hey, honey. Why don't we stop with that for now?
Okay, do we have any more rope?
I think
No.
you got enough. I think you got enough rubies.
There will
No,
never
like,
be
I
enough
used the
rubies.
whole-
Yo, let me get one of them rubies real quick. Just put it in my hand.
I just hiss at him like a cat and
Stop
keep going.
touching the rubies.
Okay, you
So
need
it's
to
just
stop with the rubies, and my hair's gonna go up. I'm gonna use my really dark voice right now, and I'm gonna do intimidation.
okay, intimidation,
Not 20.
natural 20.
So I'm 26, freaking hairy, scary,
Quite contrary.
telling you to stop with the rubies right now. Stop with the gems. Right
Does
now.
she catch the room
Oh,
on fire?
So,
Make-
because it's a magical effect, yeah, what am I doing?
Make another saving throw.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Does he have to make a saving throw since he's grabbing one and he's putting one in his hand?
Well, it's a over a time thing, so
Nice.
it doesn't happen right away.
Yeah, my charisma saving throw with advantage is 19.
19. Yeah, you're able to drop them if you want.
Yeah, I think I just realized how
Like you
stupid
kind
it
of
is.
snap. Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
to
kind of
be
snap
obsessed
out
with
real
them.
quick.
And I drop them all and I say,
Every
Never
single
been-
one of them.
yeah, even though like the one
Alright.
that's tied to me, I think
Alright.
like I just like clip
But
it with
they're
my
all just
nail.
falling on you.
Alright.
Yeah, you're just being struck
He's
by
just like,
it.
and he's like,
Yeah. And
I'm trying as hard as I can to open my mouth to just.
I think I make some kind of like offhanded remark about how foolish it is to be obsessed with material possessions.
Oh my god.
And then I climb up a tree.
My hair,
just
my
walk
hair's
out.
still
what was that,
awesome.
Emerald?
Treya, you need to put those stones back where you found them now.
Yeah, but he knows where they're at, so I'm not even sure. We just gotta keep him away from it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know if this is a curse or what.
Well, we better figure something out.
Alright, so he's still being held down. Do we have any more rope? Because I know that Baltimore put rope in there and you had rope in there, so check your inventory on there.
I have
So,
100 feet of rope.
As you guys are doing this, all of a sudden you hear just a cane come from behind you. Just,
Yes.
Oh, man.
A cane?
yeah.
Whoever owns this
And you
house.
see the old lady that runs the watermill. And she just kind of comes up and she's just like picking up the rubies and stuff and she's just putting them in a bag.
Oh, it's. I was hoping it was the person who owned the place.
What's her name? I forgot her name.
I don't
Has a
remember her
minute?
name
Has a
either.
minute gone up yet?
I don't remember her name either. It's been too many days.
And you can see like even as she like goes to pass like one of the dressers, she like stops. Like one of the destroyed dressers. She kind of goes back to it and she starts like opening one and then she pulls out the one that you were like hiding places and stuff.
I'm gonna tell her, and don't forget any of them. Take them all with you.
So I walk up to her and say, "What is the magic on these stones that is causing my friends to become obsessed with them?"
The rubies make a person go insane.
Evidently.
I can attest to that. I say from the tree.
And the sapphires
Sapphire gets no sleep.
and the emeralds.
Well, let's just say you don't want that one.
So who are these for?
Your family.
I know, but do you know who this?
She kind of stops. She kind of peers behind one and she like pulls the gem out and she puts it in the bag.
Who are they meant for?
Huh?
My family. Who were they meant to send these to?
The trade route.
The trade route to which town?
Whatever they want.
They didn't.
I don't know. I didn't want in charge.
Do you think they're cursed because your family was trying to protect them, or do you think they were trying to send cursed gems to somebody?
Are they?
Oh, it's only if it's stolen.
Okay.
Well,
So they're all stolen goods.
there's no more.
Now, if someone steals the gems from who they're supposed to be.
activate my Boots of Haste, which I have one more slot on. I jump up to my feet. Since nobody made a roll for the actual ropes, I'm assuming I'm not actually tied
She did.
up.
No.
She
Cass
did make a
tried to
roll.
do it. Yeah,
She did?
Cass, yeah.
What is it? 'Cause-
Make
okay.
strength. It's 19.
19?
It's disadvantage, by the way.
Has a minute gone by already?
Yeah. Well, I mean, your guys are out of combat, so I mean, time starts to progress forward.
Okay.
It's 19.
17. So you get up and you're like, and you like he like goes to like lunge himself like up, as like the rope's still down, and he's like, and then he finds like the nearest like. And he starts,
How close am
I?
How close am I to
Well,
him?
You still have it. It's
well,
like-
hold on. Since I didn't know she actually made the roll for it, instead of lunging for it, I'm just everybody talking and stuff. I'm gonna use the axe that's still in my hand and cut it off. I do that instead. 'Cause I didn't realize. I thought
You're all tied up though.
it's not hard to just move my wrist.
I mean, he's essentially gonna try. He's like down here. He's essentially gonna try and move his, and he's just gonna go.
Yeah, I'm just
Do
gonna.
we see him doing this?
I'll make a perception check.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Well,
yeah,
from
I'll say
him
you're doing
getting up
stuff.
and wiggling around.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is I thought I was only on the whole person. I didn't hear that you actually tied me up and like. So
and
I'm trying to do it as
You
I'm still a whole
have
person.
things in your pocket. I mean, you filled every
Oh yeah,
little
I
nook
know.
and cranny.
So, 15 is my perception. To see what he's doing.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
I got a 23 from up in the tree.
Okay.
For my stealth,
I'm gonna look
I honestly
around.
don't care.
I'm gonna look around for more jewels because I want her to get rid of all of them.
Oh, you saw she did a pretty thorough job. She almost had like this weird sense about where the rubies and everything was.
Okay.
I got a 24.
With disadvantage?
23. Yeah, with disadvantage. So
23?
that's- Yeah, 17.
Is there
First
water
one rolls
around?
an
I got a
18.
9.
No, there's no water around.
So 23.
Wait.
9. So nobody sees
No,
him.
I only got
Well, I
Except
got
for
a-
you,
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I got a
23.
15. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so from like up in the tree, you just see Rahun just start making gentle movements.
Wait,
as
are
it's
we
just
in the
like-
room or are we outside?
Like you're right at the door, dude. Like they tackled you at the door.
Okay. I'm like, I'm getting this image that like, this is all happening like in the room because she went into the room and picked it clean and everybody could see this.
Oh,
including
she
myself.
did.
Yeah,
you're
including myself.
like the door's open, and you're like a foot in, laying down, like all tied
yeah,
up.
foot into the door, right?
Yeah, he's just outside the door. You can see inside.
In a tree?
Yeah.
From that angle up top, looking down on a roof.
I see the
It's-
glint of the
it's-
sun shining off the axe you're moving up.
He
Okay.
still sees it.
All right, I just think I would be in like 3/4 cover or something at this point. I'm just saying,
I
there's
would-
actual stuff in there.
I would
that
definitely
says,
call
like,
down.
If I'm 3/4 cover, like there's people get disadvantaged. and stuff,
Atreya,
so-
Cass,
whatever.
your tiny pink friend is attempting to escape by cutting his ropes. I thought you should
You
know
probably
that.
have to yell that from where you're at.
Atreya!
I
Rohun is attempting to cut his ropes. I am being a tattle cat right now.
look. So I walk up to Rahun. I see what he's doing,
And
far
like
do I
he's
go?
there, and he's just like,
and so I
far do I
grab
get?
the.
Is it enough for me to snap?
go ahead and make an attack roll. Make an
An
attack roll.
attack roll on
Yeah.
it?
Okay,
Alright.
so I'm trying
With
to
disadvantage.
hurry up to stop
Still
whatever
prone.
he's doing.
So you're
On a
trying to
rope
grab.
that's on me that
And you're
I'm just-
tied up. You're technically restrained,
Okay.
prone. We can go down the list if you'd like.
I guess. I mean, I still got a 16 on that attack roll
All
regardless.
right, roll damage.
Am I making like a regular like my 2 attack rolls on it?
No, just
the
one. Yeah.
Okay. 10.
10. Yeah, I'll say just as Lindsay gets there, you just.
Cool. Attack.
All right, so you
I
just
lunge
see it
up. I use half my movement.
just gets
I
out.
lunge up and I attack.
That's still 50 feet of rope. You don't think he's gotta like wiggle out a little more?
I can
You
make a.
just
I can
cut
make a
one
strength
little piece
check.
of rope
I can
and
make a
If
strength
his
check.
hands are
if you
tied
want.
down,
I
kind
can
of the
make a
wrist
strength check.
action.
You did one of these numbers, and then tied it up.
I know, but still, cutting one little part of that is not gonna make the whole thing just
I can make a
fall
strength check with this.
I mean, it would be his movement that he'd essentially be using. Which, I mean, if I would negate his movement, he'd still be able to attack. like, even if I said he's not allowed to move, that's still his whole movement to just get out of the row.
And I'm saying most of the time he was frozen too, with.
That's why I was
Whole
waiting.
Well,
person.
that he got out of being held. It's
Well, I
only
know.
lasted
So I'm
a minute.
saying he
and that
only
whole
lasted.
conversation. Yeah.
So it takes a while to cut through a rope.
Yeah. So here, think about
When your
this.
hands
You guys,
But I mean,
down.
you got to think. You missed a round. He's the one that told you,
yeah.
and then he's already
It
been
only
doing
takes-
this number.
It only takes 1 minute. It only takes 1 minute for that whole person to dissipate. You guys talked to the old lady, watched as she cleaned out the room. I texted Juan specifically. Once that spell disperses, I'm going to try and cut everything while you guys are talking and doing all that other stuff. I already planned out all of it while you guys were
It's like,
talking.
face it, I was sneaky.
I mean, I was.
I mean,
I
Drez
just-
is the one that saw him. But anyway, so you go.
Yeah, I go for
I
an
mean-
attack.
All right, so you attack from where you're at.
So,
Yeah.
attack anybody I can see.
The nearest one would probably be.
Probably me.
Oh, the
'cause I was
old
getting
lady.
closest.
Yeah,
I was
actually,
getting
the
out
old
of
lady
there.
because she was
Perfect.
walking out.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, I'm coming in from behind the room. So yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Actually, is she surprised?
That's a
bonus action
badass
use
bitch.
last
So
of
good
my-
luck.
my dudes as I get free and stuff. So the first attack was only 12.
12. So you go to attack her, and she just kind of sidesteps as you just, and you come back around for the next attack.
I need to move everything out of this way.
Let's get upset.
I am. Okay. The other one now is a 13.
13. Again, you go to like cross around, and like for an old lady, she's just like.
Awesome.
Jeez.
Um. $17? Yeah,
17.
9 plus 8 is 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 17. And then for the last one. Last one's not. It's only 11.
11? So yeah, so for the 17, you literally come down, you're like, yeah, I got you. And you go to cleave down right in between, like, her clavicle, and she just, like, puts her hand up as, like, a blue shield. Just,
Cool.
Alright, at this point, I'm just gonna go bash my head against the wall. I'm done. I'm so done with everybody
So,
taking my rubies.
as he goes down, he hits the shield, and he's like... And he turns, and he's just like, the
I'm exhausted.
Doorway.
I
And he just starts
keep
going
hitting
at
the wall
it.
until
You
I
guys are
knock
free to
myself
do it
out.
what you want.
I'm tired and
Knocked out.
exhausted at this point.
Huh?
You knocked out.
I'm gonna
Knocked
knock.
out.
I'll knock myself out. I'll keep hitting that wall until my hit points hit 0. So
Okay. So you just see him keep bashing his head as the old lady just keeps walking. And she kind of
So
like,
I
she goes,
look to the rest of the group.
he's
and I'm
also
like,
got some more in
what-
his pocket.
So hers.
What are we still doing in this town?
You're still going, "Ah!" And then
Emerald,
eventually you're
cast
just like,
hold person on him again.
no,
Before he
I'm,
kills
not,
himself.
I'm knocking myself out.
Before he kills
No.
himself.
DM, I'm knocking myself out until I'm down to 0 hit
For
points.
self-destruction,
Please give me just that
he's
one.
gonna take it.
Just hold person on him, Emerald. Just
Yeah,
hold
thank you.
person on him before he hurts himself unnecessarily.
Good.
How many hit points do you have?
Knock him out
Oh,
for a whole
17.
lot longer than a minute.
And I'm not in rage.
Okay, I'll say roll 3d6s, and then Emerald gets to make his move.
So when he cut through that
Do I
rope,
have
is it just
anything?
like destroyed now? It's just shredded, basically.
I mean, when you cut it, I mean, it's like now you have like, depending on where it is, I can tell you, it'd probably be like
It was 50
20,
feet
30.
of rope.
Am I
20,
adding
30.
anything?
Okay.
Let me ask you
Anything,
this.
like, to the
If I
damage
cast
rolls
full
or anything?
person, what are we gonna do?
Get the rubies out of his pocket.
12.
12. So Emerald, are you gonna do something?
Yes, I'll cast full person for the last time.
Make a saving throw. Just make a saving throw.
Okay, what's his thing?
17 is his DC.
And I need to make a wisdom?
Yeah.
18.
18?
Yeah.
So you finish it off. Go ahead and roll 2 more d6s and you keep bashing it. You do it and he just keep bashing his head.
I'm out now.
So you go to knock out and your eyes are still open.
No! Oh my god, you're kidding
The
me.
sapphires.
So I'm
No,
going.
it's one of those roots.
Sapphires.
Yeah.
Oh my
So I'm
God.
going up.
So you see him just laying there, and his eyes are just still open, and it's almost frantic, as like his whole body is completely shut down, but the eyes are just like.
Okay.
So I'll go. Am I still standing by the door?
I mean, you guys are all essentially watching this in awe.
Rahoon?
I can't respond.
Yeah, he's out.
I'm technically knocked out, but
Well,
there's
I'm-
a magic.
I'm
keeping
going
my
down
mind
to get the
away.
I'm gonna
stuff out
approach
of his
you
pocket.
slowly and say, Rahoon, if you want sleep, we need to take the gems from your pocket. And I'll reach in his pocket.
I'm not going to wait or talk to him. Cass can talk to him. I'm just going down to get stuff out of his pocket.
And
Sure, so you
I'm
start.
gonna
I'm just start searching.
You
and
start
taking
pulling
stuff.
stuff out of your
his
side.
pocket.
You're taking stuff out of Emerald. What are you doing?
I'm going to sleep where Baltimore is.
Emerald walks out. He just looks at. He looks down, and then
No.
he just keeps
Like,
moving
I've
forward.
done my
Sorry,
part.
12.
12. So you succeed. All right, so you're pulling stuff out. Drez, are you doing anything? Are you guys doing anything? Or?
Yeah, I think by this time I've landed. I'm kind of like skulking closer and kind of just like watching, just
I'm
in
keeping
case.
an eye on him
Drez,
to
can you
make
grab
sure he's
some
not.
of that rope? I'm gonna tie up his hands and feet until he passes his craziness.
Sure. Do you want me to grab the 20 or the 30
No,
foot one?
20 for the hands,
You know
30
the
for
drill.
the feet, please.
Can do. Can do.
Thanks, Drez.
Natural 1.
Oh no, it's not disadvantage.
I have exhaustion now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Just those is just a straight
Well, then
roll.
The first one.
So just
was
roll.
way higher
Just
than
roll,
12.
and we'll
Okay.
take it from here.
That one was.
Just roll. Just roll again, and then we'll take that
It
one.
was 11, so just let me add the math real quick. So 17.
You don't add anything to that.
You're saying dexterity saving throw, right?
No, I'm talking. No, this is death saving throws.
Oh, okay. Then that was on the
What?
left, so I still made that. Okay. You're saying death saving throws. I thought.
That's
you
why
were
I said
talking
that
about
was a success.
Okay, I thought
Now-
you were talking about.
Well, did you
Probably
add your
rubies.
dexterity to the previous
Yeah.
one?
The emeralds is probably
Yes,
death
'cause that was a
after running
6.
out of
So
Oh my
scratch that. Re-roll twice.
No, so I just got 1 fail and 1 success. That's it.
No, I'm not gonna have you take an automatic fail. Just roll again.
Okay. But
I'm not that mean.
automatic.
Bless your heart.
Okay, so it was a 13.
So
And then,
you have 2 successes, or 1 success, and a what?
a 17.
All right, so 2 successes. All right, that's where we're
Okay.
at. All right, so you guys are pulling stuff out. You're pulling out. You're still there, just looking.
I'm wrapping his feet.
Okay, wrapping
she wanted me
feet.
to tie his feet up.
I'm just trying to check everything, make sure all. I'm trying to check everywhere.
Oh,
Make-
so
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
check
even
around and make sure
breathing?
there are no rubies.
Make a perception check.
Perception check.
No, I'm not even
All of us, or
Wow.
Atreya? Just
That's
Atreya?
That's
or-
fair.
Okay.
Because she's the one that's physically like brisking him
I
down.
have a 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know he's dying.
I'm checking him also to make sure we have all the gems out of his pockets.
Sure. Make
Like
it.
a perception.
Perception. Roll better than me, baby.
18.
18.
Hell yeah.
So you're going over his body, and then you realize that his stomach's not moving up and down, and then you're just like, okay, and you look over and you actually don't see like his flare nostrils like opening and closing or anything like that.
I cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Okay. Is that
That one is just for like diseases like being
Well, it
blind,
says paralyzed too.
paralyzed,
dying.
poisoned, deafened, or blinded.
I'm dying.
That wouldn't help at all.
Deafened? What
You
about
stay blind now.
deafened?
Yeah.
More like death.
It should be I'm dying.
Yeah, deafened.
Deafened.
Right as you're like you go to like think about it, you're thinking about casting, you go to like put your hand on him, all of a sudden you just feel the stomach just come up just a bit.
But I don't
So,
think
are you
it
saying that
matters.
wouldn't help?
No.
You're
No,
saying that would not.
lesser restoration won't do anything. It's not actually healing. What it does is it just cures a disease or a poison, but I'm not actually being affected by a disease or a poison.
Okay, so I cure wounds. That was it.
Okay. Be careful. What do you do? How much do you do? You have all the rubies and everything out?
As far as I know,
Well, I was
yeah,
checking
because I checked. We
everything.
both were checking everything. So it's 2 people checking everything.
I'll hold out one of my pouches so we can throw them all in there.
Make one last
Okay,
save.
so I'm putting those in the pouch,
Oh,
Is this the
and make
first
sure you
Charisma.
don't hold on to this for long, Drez.
Yes, I'll bring it back to
Is
the
this
old
the
lady.
ability mark?
Maybe.
I think I'll bring it
Farrah.
back to the old lady. I
Perhaps
can
that
do
is
it.
best, yes.
You don't touch him.
Yeah, it's that. So.
Who's doing what?
So he's putting them all in
Oh,
a
no, yeah,
pouch,
it-
and until
No,
we
yeah,
have to
it's-
move them, no one's
you,
touching them, and then Farrah's gonna take them to the old lady.
That's your
I will
spell DC,
deliver
so yeah,
them
it'd probably be
because
seven.
Mr.
So
Russia
you get
can't be
8.
trusted.
Cool.
Okay. So what'd you get?
There's no such thing
8.
as Russia.
All right, what'd you get for
On my
your
dexterity saving throw?
No, charisma.
Charisma saving throw, sorry. Damn it.
7. Okay. So you get up. You're pooped, like you finally like, but you can't help but see the bag of rubies rubies and sapphires, all types of gems, on the floor, still there. And you,
Am I still affected by the movies?
yes.
Yes, I lunge for the bag.
So how close are we? Can I do like a perception to see him lunge? Because I was just checking him.
Well, so at
but
this point,
I don't.
at this point, you're shoveling the last of them into the bag, right?
Yeah, giving them to you,
I have
and
I
you're
have
going to be
the
giving them to
alert
Farrah.
feat, so I cannot
My
be
back
surprised
is probably turned on
while I'm
him.
awake.
'Kay.
So he wouldn't catch me off guard.
Okay.
Can we like roll a versus initiative against each other or something?
Yes. So both of you roll it.
Yeah, because my back would probably be turned to him.
Yeah,
'cause
so
I
I
would
just-
be
I would
trying
just,
to
like,
get them
whip
out.
Between
of
them
the-
two, for
Yeah.
sure. 8.
12.
14.
She's like, I'm in on this. I don't give a shit. So you go for. You see him.
Here,
He
wait.
gets up very calmly at first, and then he like
Mine's
makes his.
16.
Calves would actually
I'm
probably.
gonna
see him
yell at
too.
him too. I'm gonna try to scare him out of it.
If we're
Okay.
putting
Okay.
gems-
Okay.
I wouldn't, but I think she
Relax.
would.
Yeah.
It's already been established. Both of you see that
Such a problem.
his calves like dig in as you see him. He's
Yeah.
about to go lunge for this bag. You two are free to make your moves.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Cut it out! Crazy fire hair.
So intimidation
Intimidate him out of going after those things. That's a 17.
17. Make a saving throw.
Let's see if I-
Just a regular though, because she's aiding you, but you have disadvantage due to exhaustion, so it's a regular
So
roll.
what am I doing exactly?
It's a regular roll for charisma saving throw.
For charisma saving. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Aw.
So as she does that, you're like, oh shit, and you're immediately like, all right, I don't want the rubies.
Oh, it worked. Oh, that was his charisma save to get
Oh.
Against the
rubies.
magic.
Gotcha,
Against the magic.
Heck yeah!
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, during that time, then when I snap out of it finally, and I'll stop for a second. Do I remember any of this? Honestly,
Yeah. You remember all of it.
I remember all of it.
You remember the passion that those rubies had.
Oh,
You remember
okay.
all of it.
Cool.
You remember the moment you ruined
Yeah,
the
I still
cat in
see
the
her.
box?
I still see her like flaming.
Oh
head
yeah,
trying
she's
to be
like still
intimidating and
she's
stuff.
still flaming.
Okay. All right, candlestick. That's enough.
Are you done with the rubies?
I'm affected by her intimidation.
I'm looking at
being
Farrah, man. I'm
barbarian,
just like,
and-
fuck, she's crazy.
Freaking
She's
out.
awesome.
I mean, she intimidates you.
I got
a little
serious
bit.
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
I'm like, oh yeah, that's hot. It's hot in the room. But I'm just gonna be like, all right, candlestick, I'm done. I'm gonna go.
I mean,
Go
it's
sleep.
it's more of like it's not
Until he's,
necessarily-
like, not
It's more of
holding
an
any rubies
intimidation
anymore.
of like you understand fire and your forge, and you know that if fire gets uncontrolled, it could potentially hurt you really
Yeah, no,
badly.
I understand.
So that's kind of where that kind of comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
I just wanted to. Because like on my initiative turn, I was planning on running away from him, so I think I just like full turn and dash to where the old lady is, and I just want to like open the door, and you know, she's probably like sitting there playing with the gems or something weird like that. I don't know.
No,
I just
she's actually just like she's just looking at like the stream that's kind of coming through, and she's just kind of just watching the water. And
yeah, the
stuff.
door opens and you see Drez's like head poke in, and then you see his hand poke in with the gems, and he just drops the bag, and then the door closes like really
Okay.
quietly.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna go where Emerald and Baltimore are sleeping and take a nap.
All right, so you go take a nap.
I want to just turn around, and I'm so annoyed and mad at Rahoon just because he is who he is. So I just want to do one of those quick like punches in the face and just be like, get your shit together.
I would, she can do that while I'm laying on the bed that I threw out the door.
Oh, he
I'm
laid in the
lit-
bed.
I'm
If
literally
he's
gonna
standing
lay.
up, I'll punch him in the face. If he's laying down, I'm not gonna punch him in his face.
The bed,
Alright.
yeah, well, I
That's
went
fair.
for the nearest bed, I would assume, because I'm exhausted with my exhaustion point, and I'm going to go for the bed that is outside.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's essentially
So like you
where I
kind of
was
correct the bed, then you just kind of just lay down on the mattress. You're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I go to sleep. You can punch me.
If he's laying down, I'm just gonna walk over him and say, "Get your shit together, Rahun," and I'm gonna walk away. If he's standing up, I would punch him. But
Okay.
That's all you get.
What are you doing?
I'm not saying anything. That's it. Eyes closed. Finally.
so I look back for wherever Cass is.
Atreya, he's sleeping. Let's go talk. We need to figure out what we're gonna do about this town.
All right, let's go.
I think
Be a great
it's
moment
time
with
for
all
me
the
to go take
goblins.
a nap.
All right, so you go take a nap. As you two go to walk away, you see one of the ladies just kind of turns the corner. And she's like, "What the hell happened to my house?"
I get up here
And
I get up and walk out.
and that's
Towards
and
the
that's
end.
where we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take just a quick bathroom break, and we'll be right back.
What the hell happened?
crap of that. Anyway, welcome back to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys, a couple girls get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, have some fun. They have just successfully able to ward off the gemstones that seem to have some kind of power over them as they were trying to figure it out, but were able to get some aid and some help of the Genasi. And now everyone is taking naps, except for the two ladies that said they wanted to talk. You guys are free to talk.
So we're just like walking, and I just kind of want to find an area that's kind of like off to the side and away from like a crowd, away from people and things like that nature. And we heard that woman say what happens to our house, and I'm just gonna keep walking like nothing happened, and Rahun can deal with her because Rahun's literally living laying in her bed.
He got up and left.
And walked away.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I heard her, walked casually like nothing happened.
I'm also going to, well, I'm not gonna waste any of my stuff. Well, I'll use my, I have a healing crystal, which is 1d6, and just do a little bit more of healing myself. Alright, that'll do for now, just in case anything else comes up.
So, Cass, what do we know about this town? The tunnel, there's tunnels and caverns underneath the town, right?
So what we know is that there's the body of water, the lake, and that little pond in the front.
Right.
And there's natural caverns beneath. And then there's the actual tunnels that are built by my family. And they don't intersect, according to what Emerald said when he did kind of.
Are you guys just walking around the town, or what are you guys doing?
No, we're
we
going
just
to find
found
an
a
area
quiet
away from
spot.
people, and we're just going to sit and talk.
Okay.
So they're separate. They don't intersect at all. And was she down there in the tunnels at all ever?
I'm just trying to get caught up because I missed like 3 weeks of that.
Okay, yeah. So basically, what I came to learn about, the tunnels and caverns are completely separate from each other.
Okay.
And there's different areas. There's 6 different entrances. I wish I had all my stuff in order. There's 6 different entrances, and
you guys do know that not everybody was down in those tunnels. It might be something good to bring up to everyone.
okay. I'm still gonna talk to her about it anyways, though. But so there's a lot that we need to go over with that, because upon discovery of what's down there, basically, if the goblins get access to that, they're gonna have access to all different towns all throughout this land. So I think it's important for us to stay here and fight this fight, because we can't have them running free reign and just popping up into other cities and towns and taking over.
Right, but we also can't kill them all ourselves.
Well, we do have my father and the elves coming to our aid as well.
They are coming?
Yeah, I got a letter from my father. And it is my father. Yeah, because I sent a letter to him.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying I think it was. I'm not. No.
What did he say?
Okay.
That the elves were coming?
This is what he said, and I just give her the letter to read.
So they're coming to the aid.
Mm-hmm. So basically, we're fighting to protect this town, and we're also fighting to protect the well-being of other towns as well by protecting this tunnel system.
Do you think if we protected that your family would be able to restart trade?
That's also another hope, is that I need to go to these other trade routes that my family dealt with and discover why trade stopped to begin with and what the issues were, and kind of deal with them. And my family is in a lot of debt and owes a lot of people money, and I have to try to make that right. So right now, just the focus is to try to survive this war and protect this town and the people that are in it.
Well, at least now we know we have people coming to help.
Mm-hmm.
So what about this ditch that we told them to dig and now we're not digging it anymore?
We're currently not. They are. We can go talk to Tony and get some updates and see how are things doing. What?
Okay. Well, when we came back from the hunting trip, nobody was digging in the ditch. So,
Well, I know that Baltimore made some plans with Tony, so I guess whenever he wakes up, we'll talk with Baltimore and see some of his plans. Cause
do you know anything about the leader of the Goblin Horde?
no, not really.
Is it just a Goblin Horde? I'm under the impression there might be other creatures involved. When we went hunting, and I'll relay the situation to Atreya. When we went hunting this morning, there was this skeleton bird-like creature
I'm listening to you, but I'm
that
looking for my stuff.
was like it could have been dead. It was like had insects constantly swarming around. It was massive and it had wings, and we managed to clip one of the wings.
And when did you guys
Not
go?
sure if that's just another creature in the forest, or if that might be there might be more of them that we might have to.
How many goblins did you come across?
Only a few. I think we killed 4 or 5 of them, but then
Okay.
this creature came up on us, and we had to take care of that.
So, did it look like there was anyone calling the creature, or like any of the
Not that I know of,
any of the
but it went back in the
goblins?
direction that it came from.
Okay, did the goblins seem afraid of it at all? Or did the goblins seem like it was an ally?
She was actually there for that, so that's why I'm saying no more.
I know.
Huh?
Well, no, because we didn't see any interaction because we were in the tree.
Okay.
We lit the Goblin Horde up. They basically like exploded.
They what?
Like I was shooting at them in the tree. Rahoon and Baltimore came at them from the ground. We took them all out, blew them up, and when we were heading in the other direction, when I started heading off in another direction to look for more goblins that we could attack, I saw the creature coming at us from the tree, and then shot an arrow back in their direction to get their attention that it was coming towards us. So by that time, the goblins that we had already found, we had attacked already.
Okay.
So there was no interaction between those goblins and the creature that was coming at us.
Alright, so we don't even know if that is something completely separate, or
If it's just something in the woods, or if it has something to do with the goblin horde.
okay. And what did you say about them exploding? The goblins were exploding?
Yeah, they burst into flames.
I've never seen that before. Maybe that's something else we have to worry about. Alright, well, have you got much sleep? I mean, I got a full night's rest, but where were you in Baltimore coming from? Just from coming back from the goblins?
Yeah, I got rest. We woke up and we went to... I didn't get injured like they did. They needed rest after that situation. They got dealt a lot of damage. I was in the tree. I didn't suffer any damage from the thing, and I got rest last night before we went on the hunting trip, so I'm fine.
Okay. Alright, well let's get something to eat. Let's maybe go over to the bar or whatever, the tavern, and just relax and get some food. But I feel like we definitely have to talk with everyone about what we want to do moving forward.
Agreed. Do we need to move the rest of the jewels?
I think that woman's taking care of it.
So, as the time progresses, you guys end up going to a place of food. You grab some food, you eat, and you begin to talk just about leisure things, almost just kind of try to take your mind off of the situation. You guys talk about a variety of things, girls things, your dad, what's going on with the group currently. As the rest of the group begin to start trickling down, as each of you took a bed up in the resting area, and all kind of made your way down to see Cass and Atreya just sitting at a table big enough for all of you to sit, just kind of enjoying a conversation. You guys all kind of come down there at the same time?
Yeah. I'll go sit down and eat.
Well, what's the plan?
Rahoon too?
I would say I'd come last. I have a
We've
point.
all gotten 8 hours of sleep.
Yes, everybody's rested, fully healed, spell slots backing up and running. It is the afternoon, like evening, like late evening.
I had a point of exhaustion. Do I need it?
It's off.
Feeling better, Rahoon?
I'm thinking, do I still need to sleep though, right? And then,
It takes 8 hours for one point to go.
and then 8 hours for full rest, right?
No, I'm saying you're okay. Just for the day. I mean, you're gonna get another rest anyway.
Okay,
so
well,
you're
I'll
okay.
let them kind of go a little bit first, and I'll
Sure.
probably still be resting a little bit.
Okay.
So I eat real quick,
Okay.
and I eat something just real quick, and I say, well, there's still some light out. I'm gonna go hunting again. And I start to leave.
Are you afraid of running into the large demon that we saw in the forest?
Well, it ran once. It'll probably run again. Clearly, it's afraid to die.
Yes, from what I saw, it seems as if it is easy to scare it away.
What's this you say
Well,
about
it clipped its wing. I took its wing off. We did it some pretty good damage.
I mean, you guys see Baltimore is physically walking to the door.
Baltimore, before you go, we gotta talk about what the plan is for surviving in the city. And didn't you talk with Tony about battle plans and digging trenches? And none of that's getting done anymore. So if we're gonna stay and we're gonna fight, we've gotta figure some stuff out.
There's no reason for the trench to be dug anymore.
And why is that?
Because there's scouting parties out there. They've already seen that there is a trench that's being dug. So when the main horde shows up, that message will be relayed, and that tactical initiative will have been lost. So there's no reason to waste energy on it.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know.
Any other questions?
Nope.
I come bursting out of my room now. I just say, Tony! I'm just yelling, Tony! I come running down to the group. I come up to everybody, kind of rushed with a worried look on my face.
Does anybody stop Baltimore on the way out, or does he leave?
No,
Well, I said Baltimore. I might go with him. Baltimore, wait up.
I'm going with him too.
All right, so people just start.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. That sounds fun. Are they combustible? And I start playing with fireball in my hand.
Okay. Everybody starts heading out. You're walking out, Tony. You see people starting to head out.
Oh, no, I'm like running. I'm like
Sure.
full worried sprint
Sure.
to them. Like saying, Tony, guys, wait!
What?
Tony came out of the tunnels. He was in your family's tunnels for some reason. I don't know what he was doing, but when I was under that influence and I was grabbing more jewels, I saw him come out of the tunnels. He knows something that he's not telling us.
He said explosives underneath. I'm not being quiet about this. He said explosives underneath of the town. He plans to ignite them, and I'm assuming destroy all of the tunnels underneath if the town cannot be saved.
That's a terrible plan. Where would we hide everybody?
I don't think he cares.
Why not set explosives outside the town and hide in the tunnels and like blockade ourselves in there or something?
Where are you guys going anyway?
Sounds like
Or
a
what about-
short-term solution, but
Hold on,
I'm
where?
going to hunt it.
You're going hunting for what?
I gotta figure out life.
Goblins.
Well, even if we don't kill goblins, it would probably be a good idea to find out more about the horde that's coming at us. Don't you think?
Well, you guys do that. I kind of have an idea, and I'm gonna go do that. So,
I brush it off. I'm like, okay. You do you.
I got it.
And I want to kind of take the same approach I did last time. Like, I'll climb a tree and I'll kind of like go between the trees.
I'm gonna
Like
go
I did
find.
last time.
Tony.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not gonna go.
first we gotta get out of the city first. So, is everybody done trying to talk? Alright, so, what's everybody doing? Tell me if you're going or staying.
Hunting.
Hunting.
I will follow. Yes.
Hunting.
I'm gonna go look for Tony.
So you're going with Rahun?
Hunting.
Hunting.
I'm going to.
Emerald, are you going hunting?
Yep.
Alright, so everybody is going hunting except for you two. So we'll go ahead and stick with you guys as everyone decides to head out of the place. It is dark. It is dark outside. Does anybody not have dark vision? I mean, you're a flaming line, so...
Yeah, I create my own light.
So, I mean, everybody's can see within 30, but
I
I'm
have
talking
dark
about
vision, though.
anything past 60 feet. Anybody not have dark vision? Wow, look at you guys. You guys are all just bosses, okay? Alright, so you guys all go out. You guys can see fairly good. You're just a blazing torch in the middle of the forest. And you guys, you're going around looking for Tony.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking from the town towards the tree line, I want to relay the information about the exploding goblins to, I guess, Emerald, Farah, and Drez.
Excuse me, what?
What is the nature of these exploding beasts?
They blow up.
Yeah, apparently, when you kill them and they fall down, some of them have runes that are etched into their skin and they explode.
Is it instantaneous?
Seem pretty instantaneous.
Yes.
What's the radius of the explosion?
Not small.
I mean, I don't mind too much.
At least 15 feet away from the body.
Wow.
Well, I was 15 feet away and I still got hit.
Huh.
I'm
Good
gonna
to know.
cast. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on our group.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna roll for stealth
I'll go ahead and try her.
if I can.
We'll just guidance, password. Guidance, whatever.
Cool.
So everybody gets when you roll for your stealth, add the D10 or add the 10 for pass without trace, but also add a D4.
So
Oh.
extra 14.
Wait, what does that mean?
Cool.
D10,
Roll
D4.
Woo, that was a 4.
Four-sided die.
You get a plus 10 for pass without a trace, and then you get to add a D4 because you're being
and then
blessed.
add whatever number you roll
Okay.
on top of what your stealth is, plus the-
Did you hear that?
Because he's casting his spell to help him. That's not.
So, but stealth is just like a normal.
So roll
Yeah,
D20.
roll your D20
13,
18
Nice.
plus your point.
So stealth,
plus your stealth.
13 plus 8
Should
is
be
21.
down.
23 plus this, right?
Yeah, there's another 4.
27 and then 10.
So 37.
37.
Wait, what are we rolling for? What am I supposed to be doing right now?
Stealth. So roll
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
roll stealth.
You're good. Go back down to the basement again.
Roll a D20,
Okay.
then roll a D4,
Mm-hmm.
then add 10.
Oh, perfect.
And then add your stealth.
And add your stealth, yeah.
What'd you get?
37.
Dang. I got 34. What'd you get?
I got a
30.
33.
Alright, so 33,
34.
34.
I'm not rolling anything.
Hey, that's right.
37.
Alright, people online?
19.
19.
Oh, 33. Yep.
Sounds good. Alright. So you
Stealthy
guys
as hell.
collectively as a group still going to... You make it with disadvantage.
Me?
Because you're a blazing torch right now.
I am, yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, so 32.
32.
I
Alright, so
got
you like
17 and a
bring
16.
your hair down to just a simmer as you're just trying to keep it like
I'm
nice and
simmering.
cool, you know, you're just like you're cool headed, you're like, I'm cool, I'm cool,
Everything's
I'm cool.
Everything's
And if it matters, I would like to be up in the trees too.
Okay.
Just because I can
So
climb.
both of you make acrobatic checks. You guys
well,
are cool. So
I have a climbing speed.
10.
you're okay. Alright, just for the nature, you guys are doing
I
okay.
am a
Um,
cat.
so you guys are searching for
Tony.
Tony.
As we're searching for Tony, I just
So what's your plan, Ryan?
First I wanna apologize for attacking you like that.
I'm like, my mouth is, I'm just like trying to keep my mouth from like falling open right now. I don't want to like be a smart ass, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening right now.
I was not myself. I was not in the right state of mind, but that has to do with my plan. Whatever was affecting me, somewhat normal based, kind of got some schooling. Dwarf, how do you think it would affect 400 unorganized, unintelligent, unwise goblins? I just point to like the little lake that we're by. I point to the woman's house. I just point to you and the like fresh wounds you have on your back. I did all of that by myself. Imagine 400 goblins got a hold of this, and they just all started attacking each other.
Okay.
We wouldn't have to do anything. We would literally be able to come up and kill off the last couple people who are surviving.
All right, and so then we're going to.
Now you might have to rebuild your city.
Yeah, that's fine. So then we might have to
But
hide
most of them will be
everyone.
standing instead of exploding.
Hide everyone underground. Then.
Exactly. That's why we need to find Toady and tell them that the explosions are a bad idea. Not only do we have a place where we can hide everybody out at,
Yeah.
we can tell them about the other individual tunnels that are built on top of those tunnels and tell them to collapse those instead, because those are the goblin tunnels. We move everybody downstairs. We also ask for all the dark elves to protect everybody down there, and we'll tell them that we'll pay them even more than we promised. I know it's a gamble, but if your father is actually coming here and we can convince them to wait it out long enough for him to come here, he can talk to them, figure all out, all that stuff. We give all these goblins these cursed jewels and they steal them. What we'll do is we'll hide them throughout every building that we can so it looks like they're belongings to other people and they'll actually want to steal them. And then we just clean up the mess after that.
I think the biggest flaw in that plan is that the Drow and Astrania basically was like, don't come down here again. So I don't know if we would be safe going down there. We might meet another
Treya,
enemy.
you own this place, right? This is
No.
your home. This is part of your people. That tunnel is part of your people, correct?
Yes.
They work for you.
For a fee that
Yeah.
hasn't been paid in who knows how long.
Awesome. But they're still there for a reason, right? Grow some backbone. You command your soldiers who are in the tunnels that they need to protect people, and we move everybody down there. Or we leave to the alternative. Tony blows up the city, you lose everything, your dad comes to find it overtaken by goblins, and we just leave.
I don't think we really have much of a choice then to do
So we
that.
need to find Tony, we need to explain the situation, and we need to go talk to the Dark Elves. Tony himself was allowed to go into the tunnels. Why? Obviously he knows these Dark Elves probably and has some kind of business bargain with them. And if anything, I'll pay the tab.
I think that we should also approach Tony as an untrusted person.
Well, no, duh. I don't trust anybody.
So,
I barely trust you guys.
As you guys are still walking, you still, like, you kind of look over at the apartment area, and you see that the girl is still moving stuff back into her place, trying to get things fixed.
I stop. I look over at you. I need to go clean up my other messes as well. But you need to convince Tony not to blow up the tunnels, and we need to figure out how we can get everybody down there safely. We can disperse these jewels out to where they look like common things for the goblins to steal, and I think we need to convince the group that this is the best plan, because if they don't, we might as well just leave. We have no way to protect ourselves, and Tony's gonna blow up the place anyway, so why wait for us to become fried meat, essentially.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go help that woman, because, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for Tony, and I guess I'll see you there.
I go help the woman.
So I am going to. Okay, is Tony married? Do I know if Tony's married?
He hasn't said anything about that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm out.
Ooh, there you go. That's some real mystery.
Yeah, might have to use
I'm
that
Use that feminine body.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
use that feminine
I'm about
body.
to use some
Most of your
Oh
family's
my
dead,
good looks.
so
No, you know, as far as you can tell, he's not.
Okay. Alright, so I probably have some like blood crusted on me in a few places. So my plan is to go get some water, clean up, freshen up, and kind of where we're staying at. Are you holding the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter because I probably have. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to like where we were sleeping, like where we were staying at. I'm gonna get cleaned up, and
As you go back, you see Tony there, drinking heavily.
perfect. So I'm gonna go still and get cleaned up as quickly as I possibly can. I'm gonna I have some perfume on that also like boost up my charisma a little bit.
All right,
Do I
let's.
see her go to this building while I'm helping her? No.
Alright, so you're freshening up.
Freshening up.
You get to the lady, and you
hello.
just hear her. She's like putting her. She's
Oh,
I just
she's
immediately
great.
just start picking up whatever seems like retrievable, and
Okay.
I'll help her out with it, and I'll lean down if I even have to lean down any further to be eye contact with her. I'm just gonna start picking things up with her and just be like, "Hello, ma'am. You need some help?"
she just kind of looks at you. She's like, "No,
Okay.
leave me alone."
Aw.
I don't know who you are, man, but my name is Rahun, and I come from the Great Iron Wall. I just would like to help you clean up this mess if you could, and you seem like you could use a drink.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, sweet. Does she know that he did it? Does she know that we did it?
Yeah, I hope not.
People already hate him. I didn't even know that you killed the boy
I'll
yet.
eventually tell her.
I didn't kill anybody. It was,
Just,
it was
kill
Ruby
anybody.
Madness.
Persuasion?
Ruby
Yeah.
Madness.
Killed the boy.
Okay, 13.
'Twas Ruby Madness. Which
So
is
she
terrible.
just kind of looks at her. She's like clearing up. Fine. I mean, I don't know what there is to clean up. Just whatever.
I pull out the 2 mugs that I have and stuff, and pour one for me, hand one over to her, and say, "You just relax. I'll take care of this." I'll chug mine real quick, as if she wants to do cheers. I'm not the cup. with
She
her.
doesn't really, but she just kind of holds it shyly, and she just kind of sips like
It
every.
is Miadora's ale too. So.
Okay.
I just tell her, look, just go relax, go lay down or something.
I mean, she's like sitting on like the broken bed that's like that she tried to move in.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'll start cleaning up like debris and whatever. I'll start reorganizing her room, and then once I'm done with all that, I'll come back over to her and I'll be like, I think we should probably put this back in its proper place. I point to the bed and stuff that she's sitting on.
Yeah, she just gets up and
Yeah,
she just kind of like
readjust it.
helps
stuff.
you.
I find a scratched piece of paper
Sure.
and ink and quill, and I say, in the next 5 years, if you are still here, things haven't been moving, travel to the Iron Wall. I will hopefully have gained my rightful position there again. I would like to kindly repay you for all the damages that have been done here.
So she's better now, and she's like, well, why?
Just don't worry. Like I said, I'm part of the Iron Wall family.
Are you one of the heroes that are here to help us?
I wouldn't say I'm a hero, but I'm not going to be somebody who stands around and watches innocents die. Not again.
Well, do you want to stay with me tonight? I've just had a long day. Wouldn't mind anybody just.
I just grab her hand, one of her free hands, and I hold it with both mine. Now I'm putting the mug down. I'm sorry. I know you've had a very long day, but there's a girl waiting for me back home. And that's all I say. I go grab. Maybe does she have a cup or something in the room and stuff, like a vase or like a pitcher of some sort? Something that can hold.
They're broken.
They're all broken.
I mean, you dismantled the whole apartment. You said it.
Okay. I'll take one of the empty healing potions that I have, just one of the empty bottles. I'll fill that up with some more of the ale, cork it for her, and say just sip onto this, forget your troubles. I'll be taking care of this. Walk out.
Do you happen to want to know her name? Just in case.
Yeah.
I just turn around. And
I mean, I know Ryan. I'm just saying. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
It'd be nice to
but
intimidate
he'll
us.
at least he'll just. I'll turn around and I'll say, "Don't forget, 5 years, travel to the Iron Wall, ask for Raccoon Blackwall. Actually, ask for Raccoon Iron Wall." Walk out.
so you walk out. So you're freshening up. You finally get down.
Is Tony still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gone.
Okay. So I go walk up and sit next to him, and I put my hands very sweetly on his shoulder and just say,
Right as you did. He's like, what?
"It's just me. It's a Trey. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind if I sat next to you." He's pissed. So I sit down and just order a drink. And so I just start.
I mean, he's literally have a bottle there.
Okay, so I asked for a cup, and do you mind if I have some? So I just take it, and very unladylike, I'll just drink straight from the bottle.
Got it.
Take a few sips, but I don't want to drink too much because I'm trying to get him upstairs so I can get information out of him. Okay, so Tony, how long have you lived here?
Since a boy.
Since you were a boy? Was your family from here as well?
No.
Your family's not from here? Are they from somewhere close by?
They were servants of your family.
Servants of my family? Is that what you said? What did you do growing up here?
Tasked for the protection of this place.
I see that you take your job very seriously, and the town's really lucky to have you.
It won't matter. Baltimore's made clear that we have no chance. This place is done.
I wouldn't say that yet. I wouldn't give up hope. Not when there's so many people here that care. And not when there's so many people that are able to help out. I do know that the elves are coming to help us. We have a plan. I think that we can be successful.
So he kind of looks at it, and he's just almost angry. He's like, "And what is that plan? Huh? Tell me."
Well, we have aid from the elves, but
Poppycock.
it's kind of loud down here. Do you mind if we talk somewhere more private? I don't really trust too many people with this information.
Roll persuade check.
Okay. Well, okay. I want to use my charisma too or something. Can I do that?
Sure. Persuade.
Oh, it's part of that. Yeah. It's part of
Either
that.
way, it's okay.
19.
19?
Yeah.
So he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Sure." And he takes the bottle. And he just puts his arm on your shoulder. And he's just like, "You lead the way."
Okay, so I just walk up to one of the rooms that we're staying in.
So he's stumbling to the point where you're gonna need to help him.
Okay, do you want me to roll strength or something?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not that strong. Oh, 19.
19? Yeah, you get him up there.
That's
So you get into the door and I mean,
She used
you
it.
freshened up the place. Not only did you do that, but you kind of sprayed perfume on the bed and
Damn.
Made it real nice. You kind of close the door. The nature of the room
Ambiance.
definitely has like a light love feel to it.
Okay.
And we're gonna stop there,
Okay, that's fine.
and we're gonna go to the hunters. So you all, two are in the forest, two are in the high trees, others are on the floor, moving about from tree to tree, scoping out. Which direction are you guys moving?
I'm following Baltimore.
Yep, same.
Baltimore, what direction are you going?
West.
West. Right toward it.
Gosh.
What?
I don't know.
Alright, so you guys press forward. As you guys are bobbing and weaving through the trees, keeping your eyes open for anything that possibly could go just a faint bit different than regular forest. As all of a sudden you all hear through the air, almost coming in every direction. I see you.
Yeah, I freeze.
Make a history check.
Oh, fun.
Ooh, dress.
Did they just hear it up in the trees, not us?
No, everybody hears it.
No, that's a 3.
3.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks, man.
And he says, what? I see you?
I see you.
I'm gonna ready a magic missile for whenever I see him.
Okay, so hold on action. Cool.
Can I roll perception of the area?
Sure.
Alright, 24.
You don't see anything that's out of bounds. You see it all there, just completely natural. Nothing seems out of place, nor does it look weird.
So I break my stealth, I stand up, I don't hide anymore or whatever.
Sure.
I just walk up and I'm just like, well, why don't you come out and show me your face?
I'm in front of you, and all of you.
Uh,
Ah,
uh,
a dusk hunter.
A dusk hunter?
Oh, my blood runs cold. Yeah.
What did you say?
A
Oh,
dusk hunter.
Oh, that's exciting.
What's a dusk hunter?
It's been a while since I've seen one of these.
Have I ever come across any of those in my travels?
No. No.
Would you even remember?
Yeah.
Can I do a history check?
No. My whole point, BJ, is you don't even know what's going on. Like while we're in front of you doing things. Would you even remember seeing one?
I mean, most of the time we're dealing with whatever antic you started up. So
You don't
anyway,
know what's going on.
the Dust Hunter a demon? Or a devil?
Why don't you ask your friend in the trees? The
I'm
cat.
asking, yeah. What is that? Like, is that something that I would
Yeah.
know?
No, you wouldn't know.
As soon
at
as
all.
he says you can ask your friend in the trees, I'm just aware that like no matter how well I hide, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna break stealth and like jump down next to Baltimore, and just be like.
Now, after you've heard this voice a little bit, roll another history check.
Yeah,
This
I'll
time
be
with advantage.
Okay. Baltimore, I have some friends from my past, and that's a 13.
13. You've heard this voice once before.
Where?
When you were in front of the council, they allowed you certain visions and certain increments of this individual that you're tracking down just for your own knowledge.
Yeah.
Do you happen to remember his name? Because you did not roll high enough for his name.
What?
Do
He's
you
saying
do you
would
have it
to
written
remember.
down? His
The
name?
person I'm hunting?
Yeah.
Right, Swain?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know it's him.
This is Swain?
You know it's him.
Shit. Yeah.
And you know that for the nature of
Okay,
this
got it.
area and how dark it is, this is not good.
Yeah. I say, to the rest of you, during my time in my training, we had somebody that
betrayed us. And ran
Betrayed?
away.
No.
You did betray us, Swain. Show yourself!
The council betrayed me.
The council betrays no one. As long as you follow your duties and stick to the edicts.
You're so ignorant.
What have you become? Damn it. Yeah, at this point I've got, my tail is up with the dagger on it, my hand is on my rapier and my short sword. I say...
So for those on the hunt, you see him for the first time finally get a little worried.
I'm shook. I know not who this entity has become, but I know he is not friendly. Just keep your eyes around you. He can travel in the shadows.
Well, I start looking at the ground, noticing that Drez is really worried. I just start looking around the ground.
Can I do a perception check? With my understanding
Sure.
of the
Go ahead.
shadow
ahead.
walk.
Go ahead.
Shadow walk, dude.
14.
14.
Yeah.
That's not fair. You got him by 1.
I see him?
You see this individual. You see a silhouette. You barely see him. As you literally see him go in right behind a tree, and then he pops up over here on another tree. But you notice that almost another split second goes by. Another big entity creature looks to be shadow walking with him.
I say, he is around us. He is moving quickly, but I think the demon you saw the other day is with him. This is no game, my friends.
No game indeed.
You guys are about to get fucked
I cast light on my shield and start holding my shield to the ground, and I'm still searching the area.
Okay, so you put your shield and you're scrolling it down.
Frantically, I'm moving bushes and stuff, in a circle around Drez.
Yeah, Baltimore, it is no use. He can travel through the shadows. Even if you see him, he'll be gone in a moment.
No, you just seem really worried. I didn't know if you stepped in a puddle or something.
No, it is not water. That is a foolish fear. This is much more sinister.
All of a sudden, every single one of you here.
Yeah, I go into stealth. I'm stealthing hardcore right now.
And then not only that one, you hear. As you start hearing 3 sets of wings, all kind of coming on your area. As we're gonna go ahead and stop for the night.
Okay.
He's ready to roll. He's like, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I was
That's my
stealthing.
stealth.
I was gonna fuck out of there.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of there.
Man.
So,
Dang.
Swain Tigshaw makes his appearance.
What does he become?
Oh
no.
Anyway, we'll dive a little bit more on that
So
next,
light is probably the best bet.
possibly.
Light cast.
Um, We appreciate you guys staying tuned. Like us on Facebook, like all the other Facebook pages out there, D&D 5e, Tampa D&D, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to post on there too. All of us are on there. We'll answer you guys. I try to get there as best as I can. But other than that, we appreciate you guys watching. Well, I'm going to post last week's and this week's up. I apologize, I had a lot going on this week. But other than that, we'll see you guys next week. I don't think there's any holidays or anything, right? Any other craziness? Alright. We will be here next week here on Epic Interactions. Keep it epic.